Hi guys, it's Johnson. In today's video, I want to share with you all my 6 failure attempts IELTS story and some of my takes from the whole experience. Without further ado, let's get started. And actually, for the past 3 months, I had been preparing for my IELTS exam for the sake of getting my master's degree. Unfortunately, I didn't make it since I didn't fulfill the requirements set by the school before the deadline. I attempted the IELTS examination for 6 times. I actually received my King's College London conditional offer in around March. I have to fulfill examination score with an overall band 7 and with at least 6.5 at each section. By the time I received the offer, I was extremely thrilled and was basically freaking out. I had never expected that I would receive such an offer. From that on, I started my 3-month IELTS journey. I had my second attempt on around June, but I didn't get a very satisfactory score. I planned a month for my third attempt. This was the biggest mistake that I have ever made in the entire process. From that on, I started to procrastinate my preparation process, and I had a very loose studying schedule. The deadline of the offer was due on 29th of August. I must fulfill that offer conditions before, and then I asked the school to extend this deadline to 9th of September. I had quite a very packed schedule for the IELTS examination in the latter half of August, and I had my 4th, 5th attempts in that period of time. Without any exception, I failed too. At the moment, I was quite frustrated since I wasn't able to meet the requirement before the deadline. Well, what can I say? And after you fail, you still have to do your second attempt. I had my last attempt on 11th of September, while the deadline of the offer was already due on the date of my last attempt. So I sat the test quite casually since I know I couldn't able to make it. And then after a few days, I received my test report form and I opened it, and I was actually shocked by the score. Since I have scored a 7.5 in the overall band and with quite a satisfactory score on each section. And you know, what was ridiculous is that my efforts weren't fully put forth on my last attempt, but I got the best score among all my attempts. So what I want to say is that whenever you want to achieve a goal, you don't have to get everything well prepared, since what you need to do is to get started right at the moment, or right at the moment which you think of it. Since the more you procrastinate, the longer you will have to wait for the goal to be realized. I could have realized the goal earlier, but I didn't choose this path. I chose to procrastinate. And then you know how disastrous that circumstances was. At the end of this video, I would share some of my tips to all of you for those who want to achieve your goals or still hustling for it. Don't procrastinate your goal whenever you think of it. I know some of you might have a very perfect or well-planned process in your brain, and trust me, you're not gonna do it until you start to do so. Well, I have to admit it, there may be some fortune and luck, but I believe the success lies in the countless attempts and continuous efforts that have been accumulated in the previous few months. Success is not a one-day goal, it requires countless attempts and trial. Of course, persistence, diligence are all important elements for achieving a goal. But one thing you must not discard is action. Hopefully, you can get some useful tips out of my sharing and find this video helpful for your career and study path. See you next time. Bye.